Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Tucker, and I want to be able to share with you something that I do frequently in my office with patients who have postural issues. You know, they've got that forward head posture or rounded shoulders, or they just seem a little bit of kyphosis, and I want to start taking them out of that and increasing flexibility, starting to increase their strength. So we'll go through a progression on the floor with CLX band and with CLX band and the ball to do this particular progression for like a kyphotic type of patient. I'm going to lie down on the floor, and I can just have my thumbs up like this in a 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock position. It's ideal if I have something to rest my forehead on. My feet are toes facing each other, heels are apart so that my pelvis is flat, and I can actually put something under the hands or ask them to lift and go down. Lift, hold it, 10 seconds, down. And I might have them do this 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock for 10 reps, or hold it for an entire minute just like that. That may be enough to start increasing their flexibility, and it may be uncomfortable enough for them, you know, just to get to 1 minute to 2 minutes. The next position that we'd go to would be, we could start in 3 positions: here, here, or here. If they're able to get their hands overhead, I would actually start them here. So it's like this. If they can't lift on their own, they just don't have the strength or the ability, put something underneath their hands. A little, like soup cans work well. A little bit of a disc works well. Some type of block, a yoga block would be great. And just let them work that tension out, creating some extension in the spine. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Imagine just holding it there for a couple of minutes or a minute, and then doing repetitions, and then the 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock position. So that's really working into that extension and allowing the pelvis to stay in neutral. My head does need to be in a neutral position, so it'd be really nice if I was resting my forehead on something. So take your time with that. You know, that would be something you'd give to your patient to do on visit 1 or 2 and say, hey, look, do this at home, spend 5 to 10 minutes in these positions all together, and I'll see you in a week. And then the next progression would be same thing with our CLX bands. I can wrap it around my feet and my hands. I'll just go end to almost end. Step on it. Come into a lying position. So our first position we'll say is 12 o'clock. Having the band gives me that feedback that my body's nice and long, and lift. I could then go 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, lift. Again, it's giving me feedback. Be long, don't let my elbows bend. If there's tightness in a biceps, you know, you might see something like this. Well, they'll be able to realize that with the band easier and extend. And then you would go into your 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock lifts. Taking it to the ball, that's a whole nother activation, isn't it? So if you have a ball in your office, I'm going to wrap it around the table. I'll hold it end to end. I'll have my chest on the ball, My feet can be against the table or a wall. Chest on ball, arms out in front. I'm reaching. Lift, lift, lift. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, lift, lift, lift. 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, lift, lift, lift. There's a move where you allow the arms to come back, bring them out in front of you, hold it here, 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 here. Come back to the front. That's a great ball CLX combination to work the posterior chain. So for those patients that have weak back muscles or they're over tight in the front, overactivated tight hip flexors, just rounding in the front, try this one for them. I think they'll like it a lot. You'll appreciate how it does improve their posture as well.